Time, the enemy of evolution. Evolutionist, time is not your friend.
Evolutionists think that if you have enough time, even extremely complex things can evolve by chance.
The eye, the brain, DNA, lungs, the circulatory system, and the reproductive system. Current evolutionary thinking has the universe at 13.4 billion years old, and the Earth at 4.5 billion years old, and life began, supposedly, about 3.8 billion years ago.
Random chance, accidents, are supposed to make evolution happen.
The more time you have, the more chance for undirected energy to make the changes for evolution to happen.
Time, though, is not the friend of evolution. Time and random energy are not that clever. Random energy is the enemy of evolution. Accidents are the enemies of evolution. Watch. Here's a Scrabble box. How many knocks on this box would it take to align the first two letters of the first word of a sentence? Here's the sentence we'll try to get.
If you have enough time, undirected energy, and the right elements, every kind of life in the world can happen. Bang, evolution.
Let's bang on this board with all these Scrabble pieces on it and see how many bangs it takes for the first word. The first word is if. We need an I. We didn't have to bang the first time to get a letter. It was already there. But now we need an F. How many bangs on this board will it take for an F to come into place after the I?
There are 100 letters in our sentence after the I in if. Does that mean that if it takes 100 knocks to put the second letter in place, then 100 more knocks would probably put the third letter in place, and then 100 more knocks would put the next letter in place, and so on? No, it's not that easy. Here's the sentence again.
If you have enough time, undirected energy, and the right elements, every kind of life in the world can happen. Bang, evolution.
That sentence has 100 letters after the first letter. We won't worry about punctuation or spaces. Suppose it takes 100 blows with the hammer to get the I and the F together in the correct order.
Watch, let's suppose that we have the first two letters, IF. See if 100 knocks will put the third letter into place. As you may have guessed, it's not working. But let's suppose that somehow we get the first 19 letters of the sentence into place, if you have enough time. Now let's start knocking on the board about 100 times to get the next letter into place. An accident. 2 accidents. See what happens? Shall we bang on the board 100 more times? You'll notice that accidents don't help bring complex order. Watch. The more accidents you have, the more disorder you can expect. The more time and undirected energy, the more chaos. But we're not talking about the complexity of one mere sentence. Let's let Scrabble tiles represent DNA rungs. It would take about 6 billion Scrabble tiles in correct order to represent the information in the code of one human cell. With 6 billion Scrabble tiles, you could make a line from New York to London 20 times. Unfortunately, money constraints keep us from this test, and you would have to buy nearly half of the Scrabble games ever made. How much information is stored in the DNA of just one cell? We are told that in one human cell there is enough information to fill 3 or 4 complete sets of the Encyclopedia Britannica, each with its 30 volumes, and that even the simplest known organism has over 500,000 letters, storing the information for its design. Remember, every bit of undirected energy is a threat to all those little letters lined up properly. And the longer the line of letters, the more chance there is they can go wrong with each accident. The more time in undirected energy, the more chaos.
Also remember, we're not just talking about one species of animals or critters. We're talking about millions of species, each with their unique types of DNA. We are doing this experiment with Scrabble tiles. But wait, where do Scrabble tiles come from? Scrabble tiles are made and designed, all of them. But wait, where did the 92 natural elements come from? So the millions of species of plants and animals with all their beauty and amazing qualities and functions point to an eternal creator, a god of wonder. But the more time and undirected energy you have, the more chaos, the more accidents, and the bigger mess.